So we have some massive news for Sonic X Shadow Generation. As the game is only out in a week, today I'm going to be showing a little bit of some of the spoilers that we've seen over on Twitter. And I know I might get stigmatized, but this is your warning right now. Don't hate me because I'm showing these spoilers, but because you have been warned. And I'm honestly really excited for this game. I can't hold back. I have to see these. So yeah, if you're new to my channel, before we get into these leaks, please ensure to subscribe if you enjoyed the video, of course. I'm not going to force you to subscribe. And like the video. And I literally just got a comment on my channel. And some guy just messaged, a guy or girl, I don't know. Literally just messaged me and said, fix your fire alarm. Yes, in my videos you might hear my fire alarm, so I'm sorry about that. So MS over on Twitter said, if I hit 1,000 followers, I'll post 2 seconds of a cutscene. And yeah, that kind of turned into like, showing quite literally everything. So first off, we've got a picture of Shadow, and he's with, oh, this is way too zoomed in. And I think this is where he tries to confront or try and hurt Black Doom. This is what I feel like this is. And I love the attention to detail on Black Doom's design. One thing that I genuinely hope is that Sonic meets Black Doom, because that would be really cool. And of course, they have rewritten Sonic Generations. I am extremely happy for this. I know some people have been upset that they've changed the character of Amy a little bit. How she was just so focused on Sonic's love, and now she's turned into someone who can work it out on her own. But I love these new lines. I've heard this clip before. It's actually really good.
You saved me, Sonic. I'll be sure to return the favor next time around.
Not really worrying about that right now, Amy.
This is also really important because it would actually play into the characteristics of what Sonic is in Sonic Frontiers. So they're not making his character more mature and more understanding and more self-aware as he was in Frontiers. But it makes him so he can actually speak and have a character in this game. And I'm not saying Sonic didn't have a character in Generations, but it was incredibly lackluster compared to Unleashed or hell, even the likes of Colors. And we know that game's writing was awful, but still. Now we've got another picture, and it's got Shadow holding, I think is a fake emerald. I think that's the fake emerald, and that's the fake emerald. Actually, I don't know, because one's glowing, and then one is not glowing, so I'm guessing that this is the fake emerald, and then this is the real emerald. I don't know, I could be wrong on that. But maybe this is leading towards the final boss. We all know that at the end of Sonic Generations, Sonic gets the Chaos Emerald, so obviously he's going to be fighting the Time Eater. One thing I genuinely hope is if they completely redo the Time Eater, which they probably won't because they're trying to keep base gens just base gens. But what I'm really hoping they'll do is get rid of some of those cringy voice lines like, "You've got this, Sonic." That was incredibly cringe. Anyway, there's Shadow getting really angry. I really like how they've kept onto the idea that they're possessing it from the movies. Like, I know Shadow gets angry just in general and just within Shadow the Hedgehog, but I like the idea that they're kind of leaning more in towards making Sonic's eyes blue or making Shadow's eyes red like they are in the movie, like they're kind of getting supercharged. So it's like a small subtle reference, but it's also staying true towards what Game Sonic and Shadow are like. Here's another picture, nothing really much to say, but I love the expression on Shadow's face. I know it might sound like I'm just looking at his face right now, but like genuinely, we've come so far from the bland animation. And Frontiers genuinely needed a much bigger budget because some of the cutscenes that they did have the budget for were so good. Especially the combat. The combat in Frontiers is amazing, and I just love the animations and everything, and it was one of the game's biggest praises. I'm guessing Shadow, halfway through his campaign, manages to find Sonic, and then he goes back. One thing I really don't like is that they're using the Frontiers model, which is obvious because it's running on Hedgehog Engine 2. But I think they've actually increased Sonic's quills. I'm not entirely sure, but they do look a little bit longer. So MS said 800 is close to 1,000, so they pretty much just released 2 seconds, or not even 2, it's 8 seconds of the cutscene. So, we're going to have a little look at this. Remember, spoilers. We haven't really seen much, in general from, like, down here. But this is going to be part of the cutscene.
Show yourself. We'll finish this here and now.
Oh my god, I absolutely love the animation of Black Doom. But also what I really like is how they're still using the old, they're using the old portal gates, they're using the old boss gates, and they're also probably going to use, like, that purple kind of, like, fog that was in Generations, and I love the fact that the game looks more high budget, because, like, even little things, like the subtitles, the fact that the subtitles, like, they look more, like, well done, because sometimes even the little things, like even the UI of Shadow Generations, makes the game look so much more high budget. Okay, so this is another cutscene, and this is, I think, between the middle of Generations. So obviously, Sonic doesn't have his knowledge like he does in Frontiers, but yeah.
I found you, Shadow! The blue hedgehog. Of all places.
You have something I need.
You can wait until my business is finished.
Now, I love the expression on Sonic. You can definitely tell that they definitely had an animation upgrade or like a budget upgrade. This, like, the amount of animation and like respect that they've put into this animation is amazing. Also, I love the subtle camera shots. Like, I like that they're making use of just using the camera more. Like, this game genuinely looks finished. It doesn't look like they've just rushed to put this game out. I mean, and that even shows in the Sonic movie 3-pack. Like, even they're using some of Sonic's old animations from Generations. Like, in Frontiers, Sonic is a lot more serious. You know, he's having the combat, he's having, like, that aggressive stance. But in this game, he's a lot more, like, goofy, and he's a lot more, like, playful. And Sonic's always been like that, but, like, as he's obviously grown, he's not as much like that. But yeah, I think a genuine mix between this type of animation is perfect. I love the animation in this. This is by far one of the best animated Sonic games. Not even just from this, but from even some of the QTEs that are in Shadow Generations. Alright, and this is some really short gameplay of Chaos Island. I really like how they're using the assets again. You know, I won't show the whole thing, even though I did say spoilers, but then this is the rail. I really like how they're keeping use of the spectacle of how the game of like using camera shots. It's really, really cool. Alright, so this is the next gameplay, and we can obviously see Shadow fighting Mephiles. This is so cool. I knew they were going to cook from the animations from Frontiers. Like, they've only gotten better. Oh, and I love this. Those are like some new enemies as well. This is perfect. I loved it. Look at the animations. It's so good. Especially this with music and like the fact that they're going to be using dialogue. But that's everything I could find in regards to leaks. But I want to know what you guys think about this. Remember, this was a spoiler video, so don't hate me. Like, I know a lot of people haven't been making spoiler videos, but I am genuinely too excited for this game that I just want to see it right now. I want to know what you guys will think the Metacritic score will be on Monday next week. I honestly think it's going to be around 85, 83, but obviously if it's like 76, 77, it's still very good. Like, it's a green score. We're very happy with that. And yeah, I'm very excited for this game. Don't listen to anyone who's telling you that this game's not going to cook or anything. Obviously that's their opinion, and obviously I'm going to respect some people's opinions. But some of the things that people are complaining about are incredibly petty. And if you have any of those complaints, please let me know in the comments as well. Let me know that, because I'll respond to some of them. One of them was like about the game's length. Like, the game's length is going to be absolutely fine. Like, they've even confirmed it in interviews that the game is around the same length as Sonic Generations, and whilst they have oversaturated the fact that Generations is 6 hours long, which it's not, I think it's about maybe 4 hours. I mean, okay, maybe 6 hours for casuals, but I would argue that the open zone is really going to stretch out Shadow Generations. Speaking of the open zone, this is really cool. I think these places here, like the purple on the map, is supposed to be like the fog kind of areas. When I was younger and I played Generations, all I wanted to do was just explore the white space, but in 3D, and the fact that this is coming true is amazing. I'm guessing over here is where you're going to have all of the characters, and you're going to have like all the challenge gates. I mean, maybe the challenge gates are like these triangle things. I love the fact that this place is predominantly covered by water, so you're going to be able to use Doom Surf to go around everywhere. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this game. Sorry, I said that just a second ago. But yeah, I'm super excited, going to be doing a complete playthrough of this game. Really excited. I know I kept saying that, but it means that I'm excited. So, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and like if you enjoyed the video, and thank you. Bye.